Welcome to Week 8 of Football Friday. It's presented, as always, by Donato's Pizza. Remember, you can get involved tonight. Call in those scores, 262-1400. I'm Eric Elkin. He is James Ryder. We kick off this week's show with our next level game of the week. With Luke Kennard behind center for the last couple of years, Franklin rolled through the Southwestern Division of the SWBL. But the Duke basketball commit made a decision not to play football this year, so he could put his full attention on basketball. So that opened the door for other teams to take over.
But there probably aren't many people out there who thought Monroe was going to be that team after going just 1-9 last year and 3-17 combined over the past two.
The Hornets are 6-1 and a perfect 4-0 in conference play. Meanwhile, Franklin's just 3-4 and coming off a close defeat against Bellbrook. First quarter, Franklin punting away. Jacob Byers fields it on the hop, and he finds some daylight down the sideline. Byers takes it 82 yards all the way back to the house. And check this out. He breaks the tape as he crosses the goal line like a track star. Monroe out to a 7-0 lead. Ensuing Franklin drive, though, Jake Rydell, 8-yard touchdown run for the answer. Franklin would miss the extra point, so Monroe still ahead 7-6. Luke Kennard, how you feeling about that one? The team's #1 fan now, and he's loving it. Later in the quarter, 3rd and goal from the 1 for Monroe, and the Hornets going to the air, and it's Jacob Byers again, a 1-yard touchdown catch. Hornets led it 17-6 at the half, but second half, Franklin starts to mount a comeback. Evan Crow hits Rydell, 11-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion was good, so it's a 3-point game, 17-14 Monroe. Monroe trying to answer. Byers had that punt return for the touchdown in the first quarter, but he muffs this one. Recovered by Franklin's Jake Griffo at the Hornets 22. And the Wildcats would answer right away. Ryan Montgomery, 9-yard touchdown run. Franklin takes its first lead of the night. It's 21-17. So Monroe's last chance for a comeback here. Christian King will seal it for Franklin. He picks off Shane Carpenter, and Franklin takes the Booster Bowl with the comeback win, 21-17.
It was amazing. It was probably one of the best feelings ever, and I did it for my seniors. The line executed, and we did what we were told to do and coached to do.
We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. It's been a problem each week, but tonight we found a way, we found the will, and we got it done. And I'm really proud of our guys for staying resilient the entire time.
For several weeks now, I know James and I have been looking forward to the Centerville-Wayne showdown in Week 10, which could feature two 9-0 teams. But Fairmont reminded us 2 weeks ago, you can't look past anyone.
And then even last week, despite the Oaks blowing out Northmont 41-9, it was 13-9 at the half. So Centerville trying to put together 4 quarters of football this week. Rodney Robertson Company, they came out ready on the road against Beaver Creek. Elks jump out to a 31-0 lead late in the first half. But Michael Davis jumps the route. Bit of a miscommunication between the Elks, and Davis takes it back 66 yards to the house. He has to make a little juke, break a tackle to get there. Centerville, though, they're up 31-7. Second half, Beavers on offense. Spencer Haynes jumps in front of the lateral, thought he had a touchdown, muffs it, able to eventually fall on it for the recovery. Then it's a couple plays later, Dominic Ashburn bounces to the outside, and he scores to make it 41-17. And in the fourth quarter, Centerville, well, they're getting some revenge for earlier in the game. Jeff Kazmarek jumps in front of it and returns it 17 yards for a touchdown. Centerville looking good beginning to end, 48-14 the win.
Miamisburg student section decked out in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Vikings hosting Xenia. Tied at 7 in the first. Jake Schoenberger going up top. Cameron Snow coming down with the catch, getting his foot in. Drive would stall, though, for Miamisburg. Still knotted at 7 in the second. Danny Naylor looking deep, but it's overthrown. Hits Chris Fobbs right in stride for the pick. But Fobbs doing some work on the return. Check out that nasty stiff arm. But the Vikings got nothing out of it. So a couple of drives later, it's still 7-7. Miamisburg finally breaks the tie. Top 22 selection, Chris Young finds pay dirt. Vikings up 14-7. Final seconds of the half, just 16 seconds left. Vikings go up against the clock, but Young refuses to go down. Miamisburg goes up 21-7 at the half and goes on to win it 42-21.
The Wayne train has been rolling along, ranked 3rd in the state, and 7-0. The Warriors take on Northmont tonight. And first drive of the game, Ryan Smith to Area Spears for the long pass. Northmont, they're able to get a field goal on this drive. looking close early then in the first quarter. Still in the first quarter, Demetric Trice to Matt Wilcox. Wilcox breaking tackles, but he's down at the 1. Very next play, Wilcox, though, he got you that far. Let him go ahead and get it in for 6. Now we jump ahead to the second quarter. Avery Miller, 15-yard run, and once again, Northmont settling for 3, knocking over our cameraman Chad there. Handoff later in the quarter to Greg Schrader. Powers it in for the touchdown. It was only 19-6 at the half, but Wayne wins big, 49-19.
Well, coming up next on Football Friday, a pair of undefeated teams playing for what could be the CCC title. But first, it's time for our Band Blitz. Welcome back to Football Friday here on ABC 22. Time now for our cheerleader shout-out.
Sit back and relax as the Marching perform the music of the Who.
Covington lost a ton of talent from last year's team. So what that did is open the door in the CCC. TriCounty North and Miami East have taken advantage of that. Both are undefeated. The Panthers 6-0 and the Vikings at 7-0. So this could essentially be a de facto conference championship game. TriCounty North had 2 weeks to prepare for this one, coming off a bye week because of Bradford's season getting canceled. Panthers get on the board first. Colton Booth to Cody Cordes, our player of the week earlier in the season. And on the play-action play, it's a touchdown, 7-0 Tri-County North. Second quarter, Booth fakes the handoff this time again, keeps it himself, finds the pylon, 14-0 Panthers. Things not getting much better for the Vikings, though. North Garrett Woodyard weaves in and out for 43 yards and a touchdown. That would make it 21-0. Tri-County North just putting on the route. Panther Dustin Green will then run it up the middle, untouched on the Vikings. 28-0 Tri-County North in front, and the Panthers roll past the Vikings 42-21.
Well, Twin Valley South, though, Eric, they might have something to say about the CCC. They've only been to the playoffs once in program history, and the Panthers are off to a 6-0 start, currently 8th in Region 22 computer points, which put them in line to make the postseason. However, Twin Valley South opponents, they've gone a combined 10 and 32. It's a heavily backloaded schedule. Panthers playing Tri-County North, Miami East, and Covington to close out the season, while they're hosting the Bucks of Covington tonight. Very first play of the game, nice little moves on the opening kickoff from Brandon Simpson, eventually dragged down the Wes Cole. He hands off to Anthony Augsburger, running it in, missing tacklers. He gets the touchdown, and Twin Valley South is on top early. Well, how about this? Nathan Blee passes and fumbled, covered by Jacob Bassler. A little touch of deja vu all over again. Augsburger running it in again, liking that left side of the end zone right there as he goes in for another touchdown. Well, Twin Valley South 2 yards out, and it's Augsburger again, his 3rd touchdown of the contest. Twin Valley South improves to 7-0. How about that? Panthers roll 41-14.
Wow, coming up, more Football Friday. Marion Local looking for a ridiculous 30th straight win before Recovery had the upset on its mind. Welcome back to Football Friday here on Fox 45. I'm Eric Elkin. He is James Ryder. Marion Local beat Coldwater last week to extend its win streak to 29 games.
Wow, and the Flyers, they're poised for another perfect season and another title. I just want to know who's going to stop them.
I don't know that anyone is, but don't tell that to Fort Recovery. Indians with the big upset on their mind. After a 3-and-out, Marion Local on the attack. Corey Heitkamp gets the call and breaks to the outside, and he's into pay dirt. Marion Local up 7-0. Looks like they're going to start rolling, right? Well, Fort Recovery not going away. Cole Hull gets the ball, and he hauls it up the sideline. Nobody going to catch him, and the game is tied at 7. Next possession, Marion Local has a little bit of a miscue on this one, so things are looking all right for Fort Recovery. Marion Local with that miscue. It's a botched snap, and Fort Recovery is in business. Hull gets the ball, takes it in, and scores to take the lead, but they would not win. Marion Local extends that win streak to 30 in a row, 48-19.
Well, Tecumseh got off to a 5-0 start, but the Arrows have dropped their last 2, and it doesn't get anything easier with the trip to Shawnee. And QB Alec Bennett with the keeper scoring to open the game. And Tecumseh, though, coming back. Cameron Moore finding Ryan Sirke down the line, down the field. And then Connor Henry taking the handoff. He's just shy of the pylon. Can't quite get in the end zone, but Cameron Moore pushes it in for the touchdown. Back to Shawnee. Alec Bennett again. This time, though, he's picked off by Andy Suazo. Tecumseh gonna look to take advantage. Vic Moore finds Henry, dodges several Braves, and he finds his way into the end zone, and it's Shawnee coming back to win 27-20.
That's crazy to think where Tecumseh was leading that game at Kenton Ranch at halftime and where they've gone since then. Well, still to come on Football Friday, we head back to the GWalk. Pair of teams looking for their first conference win, and one of them is going to get it. Time now for our Meyer Play of the Week here on Football Friday. It comes from our Game of the Week. Franklin punting away. Jacob Byers will field it on the hop, and he finds some daylight down the sideline. Byers showing off that speed, 82 yards to the house, and for good measure, breaks the tape as he crosses the goal line. Monroe would lead that game 17-6, but ends up losing in the end. Welcome back to Football Friday, presented by Donato's Pizza here on Fox 45. Fairmont and Springfield are still in search of their first GWalk Central wins, but the Firebirds had to open up with Centerville and Wayne.
And Springfield lost a tough one last week at Beaver Creek, and they almost overcame a 17-0 first quarter deficit.
First conference home game for Springfield. Fairmont's only conference win last year came against the Wildcats. Springfield's Sila Muhammad finds Xavier Garland for the first down. Then Muhammad finds an open Smith, who zigzags his way to the end zone for the touchdown. Fairmont ball now. Jared Murphy's ball gets tipped, but it comes down into the hands of Wes Ewing. Lucky bounce there. Murphy with the keeper this time. Somehow spins his way out of a pile and gets in for the touchdown. Final in this one, Fairmont runs away with it 42-29.
Lebanon is 3-4, but those 4 losses are against teams that are combined 26-2 coming into today. Fairborn, though, they're looking to pull off the upset. On Lebanon's first play, pump fake, eats the cam, ran up, and then throws into double coverage, and Aaron Childers, no problem intercepting the pass in the end zone. Then 2 offenses really struggled. Skyhawks had some trouble punting. Warriors looked to scoop and score, eventually fall on it, settle for a field goal. There was a lot more scoring. They were camera shy in this one. Lebanon, though, wins 24-0.
Hate it when that happens. Valley View's lost 2 straight, taking on a hot Oakwood team. They're also rocking the pink there. Winners of 3 in a row. In the second quarter, Oakwood, Adam Gallatin hands off to Michael Holt, and gets the ball to the 1. And on the next play, Gallatin keeps it himself for the touchdown. Extra point, no good. 14-2 with a minute to go in the half. Valley View would fumble on the next possession, and then it's a nice pass to Nathan Irby. Runs it to within a few yards of the end zone, but only 6 seconds left. They'd have to settle for a field goal. It was no good. 14-2 Oakwood at the half, but Valley View comes back to win this one 17-14.
Preble Shawnee looking for the program's first trip to the playoffs. Win over Waynesville would be a huge lift to those hopes. Well, it's 2-0 Shawnee when Troy Black drops back for Waynesville, and he tosses the 20-yard pass into the hands of Bryce Linkus. So it's 7-2 Waynesville. But Preble Shawnee, they come right back. Joby Williams, nice pass down the middle, then a great run by Dylan Weirder. That's for 6 points right there. Preble Shawnee retakes the lead 9-7. And Waynesville, though, they get the win 38-15. Carroll, they started the season 2-0, but the Patriots, they lost 5 straight, and they're looking to get a W against Purcell Marion. And for Purcell, Mikkel Jones scrambling. He's stripped by a Patriot defender, and Ambrose Shannon recovers for Carroll. But then, Patriots on offense, Jacob Sievert, he's intercepted by Quan Penman. Now, the Patriot defense did come up with some big plays, but it was the Cavaliers offense getting it done. Lavelle Jones to Jamel Howard. Purcell wins 26-9.
Tonight's delivery from Donato's Pizza comes from Jason. This week, Donato's provided us with a variety of food that really shows off its menu. Donato's is a perfect choice to deliver your next group lunch at the office or for an upcoming Halloween or holiday party. Tonight, Jason brought us an Italian chef party salad that easily feeds 8 to 10 people. In addition to great pizzas, Donato's can also provide oven-baked subs, party orders of wings and salads, drinks, and fantastic desserts like a really great-looking dessert cinnamon timpano pizza. All delivered party orders include plates, cups, napkins, and condiments. To set up your next party order with Donato's, just email catering@DaytonDonatos.com. Darcy will work with you to make your menu perfect for your next meeting or party. Speaking of great desserts, why not top off your meal from Donato's with one of their pink ribbon dessert twists. With October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Donato's has introduced their pink ribbon desserts during the month of October. You can purchase an amazing pink ribbon dessert from Donato's for only $1 and know that 50 cents from each purchase is being donated to the local Breast Cancer Foundation. Doing good. Never tasted so sweet. Only at Donato's Pizza, where the difference is delicious. And you can win a $50 gift card to Donato's Pizza right now. Just text 2245 football to 45203. The winner will be contacted on Monday. For every text you send, you also win a $5 coupon. So text now and win instantly. Once again, our scoreboard is brought to you by Castle Roofing. Time to get you caught up with some more of the scores from around the area here in Week 8. Indian Lake gets shut out 47-0, and Ridgemont loses to Lehman Catholic 48-22. Get you some more scores before we get out of here. West Liberty Salem shuts out Cedarville 38-0, and Salina shuts out Lima Shawnee.
Well, National Trail gets a big win, and Dayton Christian falls to Cincinnati Hills.
Fort Loramie wins over Upper Scioto, and Miami Trace with a shutout over Hillsboro. Well, you've been watching Football Friday, brought to you by Donato's Pizza. If you missed anything or want more scores and highlights, we'll be over on ABC 22 at 11:15. For James, I'm Eric. We'll see you then.